Alright. Fly past these menus that will eventually move on. There we go. Stream started. Do I have audio? It looks like I have audio. That's good. Good start. Might turn my audio up slightly. Alright. Continue where I left off. I'm pretty sure most content creators do like a startup to their stream, so that when they first start, people don't just miss stuff. But I don't do that. Not yet. I haven't got any proper system up for streaming properly. This is the joys of being unprofessional. I'm just getting right into it while I have a single viewer that was probably from Discord. It's probably one of my in real life friends. Oh no, it's Gamer Tunic. Oh, well, that actually was loud. Hi, Gamer Tunic. Alright, there we go. That was actually pretty loud. Oh, right, that's right. Whoops, I completely forgot about this. Video, I forgot I cranked all my graphics settings up while I was doing stuff off video. That's not great. Well, at least this gives people time to get in. I have murdered all the pat-pats, or the caution bots, because I'm not... I try not to be too British. But, a little bit of an issue with it. I've got them all of them. I've went back. I've literally gone through every single chapter, cross-referenced with the wiki page. So I've gotten all of them. But, I got some sad news. Remember how the patch notes said that there was a bug that they fixed where the last one didn't spawn in, but it's fixed now and it should spawn in now? Bad news. I may have found a bug that they didn't fix. They may have found a bug that was not indeed fixed that the patch notes said was. So all of that murder was for nothing. That's basically what I'm saying here. I have committed so many accounts of murder for this moment. I heard you. Dude. And you know where it got me? It takes forever to run. Come on. This is where it got me. A room with not a single caution bot in sight. I checked. As long as the wiki is accurate with all 27 locations, and I think the 28th is that one right there, then I have got all of them. I've went through every chapter again and made sure I have every single one. So I have them. It's just not spawning in. And I'm getting this. If it's taking one secret away from me, I'm getting the other one. Well, at least I hope I do. I checked those too. I've gotten every single one of those. I've gotten every single secret camera, but hey, maybe that won't work either. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is it's gonna block off the exit so I can't get the normal ending, but then the doors are also going to be locked and it's gonna soft lock me. And there will be no way around it. No. Knowing this game, something like that is how these events are going to play out. But anyway, enough about the pain of bugs. And, hi man. And more gay rabbits. You and me forever and ever. Love, Freddy. In Bonnie's area. We couldn't see the gay rabbit in person, but we've at least got this. And, like, all these dudes, I guess. I don't believe there's anything else in it. Yeah, nothing to look at. Go through the Freddy poster. Good job that Ventex said. The Princess Quest theme. Hi, Cardi Cupcake. That scene was so hype when I first saw it. When I was hearing the Princess Quest theme song, I was so excited. I screamed. And then, when you turn... This was one of the craziest moments in this game. In one scene, you got confirmation... Oh, hey. In one scene, you got confirmation that Bonnie and Freddy had a secret lead to each other's areas, and they were gay. While also telling us, hey, the Princess Quest ending happened. It is a little bit weird that the true ending isn't the ending that happens. That is a bit weird. You'd think the true ending, it's called the true ending, so you'd think, hey, maybe that's the ending that happened. No. It's not. It's the Savior ending. I think the Savior ending, I believe, is the official name for the Princess Quest ending. But ain't no one knows the official names. Da, 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 da. I believe that in my...
I bet those security notes are all the way down there.
Yep. So I recall in my off-video playthrough, I believe this is the one of two places where I died. Because the one place I died was in the Music Man section, because those guys are really buggy at the time when I first played it. And the other section was this. This chase sequence that happens down here. Vividly remember, this is like the one place I legitimately died in. Vanny's hideout. I do like that Lol's Hacks is there. I didn't play Freddy in Space 2 on video, but Lol's Hacks is from Freddy in Space 2. Also, I believe someone pointed out that if you get on the right angle and look in the right place, I believe you can actually see him down here. Is that him down? Yeah, well, I'm blind, so I can't see him, but normal people can see him down there if you look in the right place. Caution, watch your head. Oh, no, no, Freddy. Bad bear. Oh my god, I wonder if Freddy's gonna be evil or not. They tried to hype up this reveal so much. But no, it's just so on the nose. Here we go. He doesn't see you, but he sees you. Crazy. Oh yeah, this section sucks actually, doesn't it? If I remember correctly, this is the one section where Mexus actually feels like a threat. Even though I don't think he is. Because this is like the one scripted sequence in the game where you're forced to have your mask on and Mexus is still active. In other sections of the game where Mexus appears with the mask on, it's just one brief scripted sequence. But this section, Mexus is actually after you when it's forced on. Which is why I'm narrating now, because at the time where I'm doing it, it's going to be too chaotic. I don't know if he can kill you or not, because I don't think... I know Mexus eventually kills you, but I'm pretty sure it takes so long that it's never really a problem. Also, I've never explored. I've always just gotten lost here, so let's look around. It's ruined, so there's not really any areas you can explore, but yeah. Hi, Chachi YouTube. Ah, here we go. And now it begins. And you hear Freddy's whispers, things from the past. Confirming that the actual Freddy is this Freddy. Hi, evil boy. Yeah, I'm mean. I only say hi if people in chat say hi first. If you guys just show up, I be mean and don't even say hi. I'm vengeful. I'm evil. I'm twisted. I don't even say hi first. When is Mexus gonna appear? Because I know he appears here. Whoa, box! Hey, Mexus. You don't summon anyone. Mexus tries to be scary. He tries his best. And he is pretty cool, so you know what? I'll give him that. Alright, where's the portal at? Hey, bunny rabbit. Bye, bunny rabbit. Oh, that's right, here. Yeah, I'm smart. And there's the portal. Where's the rabbit? I want to see the rabbit. Where'd he go? He abandoned me. He literally left me. Fine then. Be like that. Yeah, you know you're evil when evil boy tells me I'm toasted. I'm evil. Ah! I'm illiterate, sorry. Look, when it comes to my personality traits, I definitely put illiterate above all else. It's just part of being a Five Nights at Freddy's fan and a JoJo's fan. They go together. Illiteracy is kind of the main thing there. Alright. Now I've got this. This scene of so much controversy, it's ridiculous. The prototype on Freddy's Faz feet. I'm going to give my thoughts on it right now because I know this chase sequence is actually difficult. And the only difficult chase sequence in the entire game. I mean, maybe it's not difficult, maybe I'm just stupid, but either way. I think this is the real Freddy. I don't know what to make of the prototype thing, because the reason why I think it's the real Freddy is because every time we're around the animatronics with our masks on, you hear their voices, right? From the past. So, considering that we hear lines from Gregory shooting Freddy in Security Breach, from this Freddy in the AR world, to me tells me it's the same Freddy. As for why it has prototype written on its feet, it's weird. It wasn't there in the original Security Breach, because we get so many close-ups of his feet in the original game that it's just, it just wasn't there. Also, his feet look cleaner than in Security Breach. That's also really weird. Regardless of what happened, I definitely do think this is the same Freddy.
Freddy! Freddy? Are you okay?
But this went hard.
He's functional.
I ran the wrong direction. Good start. Good start. What's my favorite anime? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure by a long shot. I don't watch a lot of anime though, so I wouldn't really know how many other things I should watch, but I know I like JoJo's because out of the ones that I've seen, it takes a unique approach in making things more strategy based, and I really like the strategy based formula of JoJo's a lot more than the just be stronger than the other person. That formula other things I've seen have.
Freddy! Freddy? Are you okay? functional.
Whoa. Hi, Freddy. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I am an idiot. Follow the wire. Follow the wire. There we go. I bet there's just at least a secret in that section, but I ain't getting it. I've already ruined my, I've already ruined my 100% playthrough. We should watch Dragon Ball Z or Naruto. I've seen Naruto. I like the original Naruto, but I think Shippuden, at least from what I remember of it, took a little bit too far away from strategy-based. Because I remember Naruto basically became, like, God incarnate. I much prefer to...
There's the inhibitor.
Oh. Yeah, I remember this. Bye, Freddy. I have not watched Dragon Ball there. Stop being a weeb. I'm not a weeb. I've just said I haven't seen many anime series. Because I'm mostly a gamer. One series I do want to watch that I haven't seen is Demon Slayer, because the game for it looks really cool. And I want to see the series before playing the game, because that just feels obvious. Hey, Freddy. Bye, Freddy. Also, that's a Monty gift box in him. I have a friend who's trying to convince me to watch Dragon Ball Z. I should probably get around to it at some point, but I just don't have a lot of motive right now. It's not something that stood out to me as something I'm really too interested in seeing. Because when I think of Dragon Ball, from what I know, Dragon Ball is, in terms of power, it's literally just a flat number. Like, it's the absolute incarnate of what I don't like about other series I've seen with the power level. Because it's simply just X person's more powerful than Y person. More fast tokens. I believe I got another one before. Yeah, 2 fast tokens. Also, I got one of these comic pages just now. I do not recall which one I just grabbed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh god, which comic page did I just grab like a second ago? Ah, this one, probably. I don't remember. Alright. I also had a friend recommend code GIAS. I think that's another one that stood out as one that I might want to check out at some point. Helpy, why are you cooking the pizza? I'm trying to walk here. Thank you. Thank you, Helpy. You know, Helpy's making these pizzas all the damn time. Hey, I haven't seen him give us the pizza once. Like, what's he doing with these pizzas? Is he just keeping them for himself? He makes me, wait for him to make a pizza. And he doesn't even share. Ever. Look, this was a thing in Help Wanted as well. Like, this should have been foreshadowing that Helpy was going to become evil. Because, like, that's despicable. Making you wait for a pizza that isn't even yours, that is just... Look, if we're talking evil, like, that is up there, right? That's got to be up there. Yeah, Freddy lunchbox. Oh yeah, I got a Foxy lunchbox earlier. What are my lunchboxes looking like? This is from that old cartoon. Yeah, Freddy and Friends on tour. Yeah. Kids used to put their lunches in these. Really? Whoa, no way. kids used to put their lunches in lunch boxes. I couldn't guess that. That isn't something I'd ever figure out. What does this say, by the way? Return to the raceway. Okay. I'm still losing my mind. I haven't told anyone, like, online or anything, but I'm still, losing my mind over the Gregory Easter egg I got last stream. Like, that was nuts. I did not expect that at all. I don't even think I've still haven't seen anyone have got that Easter egg before. So, I really should, like, find where on stream that was and share it around and ask about it. Like, I'm really curious about how rare it is. Yeah.
Cassie, can you hear me? I finally have a clear signal.
Gregory, I shut down all the security nodes. I'm in the Roxy party garage. Am I close?
Almost. There's still one node left that's keeping the underground sealed.
Where?
Roxy's the final node. You need to deactivate her.
But...
Deactivate her and save me. Save me, Cassie, please. It's so dark down here.
That's so bad. Like, that ain't Gregory. You can't play this game, even if you don't know what the Mimic is. You can't play this game, get to this section of the game, and not immediately know that's not Gregory. Like, I see people online say that, oh, you don't understand the Mimic or anything it does or anything going on unless you've read the books about it. And it's like, no, that's pretty clear. If you legitimately think that that's supposed to be Gregory in that line, that's not a fault with the series not explaining things. That's a fault with your brain capacity, because that's pretty on the nose. Yeah, in this game you see the Mimic, yeah, and debatably, arguably you see the Mimic more than once too. Because Security Breach's Burn Trap is probably the Mimic. That's debatable though. I think it's the Mimic, but it's debatable. The main reason why I think it is because of the main thing that sold me on Burn Trap being the Mimic was the latest Tales from the Pizzaplex book, drawing attention to where the switch is at the back of its head. And in this game, if you look at the Mimic's model, you'll see that someone's not only flipped the switch to activate it, but has broken the switch off. Which heavily implies that Vanny, like, activated the Mimic. But Vanny was activated Bird Trap, which heavily implies that they're the same character, because there's no way, like, Glitch Trap is... There's no way two different characters messed with Vanny's head. And they're most definitely the same one. So... There's something in these party garages, I just have a feeling. There's a gift box somewhere in here, and I'm gonna miss it. No, I just know there's something back here in one of these. I just know it. I've probably already walked past it too. Yeah, even me who has no idea what's happening knows that if someone is really pushing you to do something really quickly right now, it's almost definitely some kind of scam. Yeah. To be fair, at the start of the game, it sounded authentic. So from Cassie's perspective, she probably believed it at the start. But at this point in the game, she's so far into it that she can't get out. She probably can't get it if she wanted to at this point. She's fallen through so many things to get here that it's too late to turn back now. Which is probably why it's putting less effort to pretending to be Gregory, because it doesn't matter. There's nothing Cassie can even do about it. Isn't Vanny Vanessa? Yeah. Vanessa... So Vanny is Vanessa with the Mimic taking control of her. Or Glitch Trap taking control of her, which is a Mimic, but probably not the Mimic. It's confusing because of the Mimic hive mind thing, but... Vanny is Vanessa being taken control of by Glitch Trap. And Glitch Trap is most likely a Mimic 1, because it mimics Tape Girl. As well as just in general mimicking William Afton, like that's pretty on the nose too. So, yeah, basically the Mimic, and also you know if that wasn't enough evidence for you, Tales from the Pizzaplex's story, The Monty Within, straight up confirms how the brainwashing happens. So basically, how it says that your brain, the two halves of your brain, one's more organic, but the other one functions really similar to a computer. And because of that, it can actually contract computer viruses. That's straight up shown in The Monty Within. And in that story, some VR version of Monty takes over someone, and they end up driving each other nuts and sawing their head. They end up sawing themselves in half. Which is very similar to Jeremy's death, by the way. Just going to point that one out, because Jeremy uses a guillotine paper slicer after playing the VR game to mess with his head, to die from facial injuries as well. But anyway, Vanessa, most likely, it glitch trap virus just straight up entered her brain the same way the Monty did in Monty Within. And here's the scene that loses all impact if you've played the game before. This is the biggest, the most, in hindsight, destroyed scene in the game. This scene was so insane when you first play it, but then it just loses all impact. For if you've seen the end of the game, you'll know why. But it loses 100% of impact once you know what happens. Roxy, Roxy, Roxy.
Roxy.
Cassie. Cassie. Welcome back, Cassie.
You remember me?
Your special day. I remember. Your special day. Do you still like carrot cake? It has been some time since I saw you last. If I remember correctly, it is on the 11th. I remember because you are number 1. Twice. Have you booked your party? I'm sure your friends will show up this time.
That is so sad. I remember when I first played this, here's what I did. I'm gonna reenact what I did. I thought this was gonna be, I was coping that this was gonna be like Toriel and Undertale. If anyone's played Undertale, you know what I mean. So I did this.
Cassie? What are you doing?
I did this and intentionally failed it. And I did this for several minutes. Because I know there's 5 Nights at Freddy's Easter eggs where you gotta do something for like minutes for something to actually happen. So I did this for a while, just failing it. Entering the exit menu. And then this happens, where you get to a point where the mouse controls bug out. And it didn't stop me. Now it's stopping me because I don't, there we go. And I just, oh god. Well, now I'm just gonna do it because like this is, with broken mouse controls, this is actually a pain. But yeah. This.
So sorry.
I love carrot cake. Happy birthday, Cassie.
Roxy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I was in tears. But unfortunately, I've played this now knowing what the ending is. And, yeah, remember the daycare attendant? Where you did this exact same thing? You put the Faz wrench in the daycare attendant, and he just rebooted? Yeah, that's all this was. Cassie's crying over something that she should have already known wouldn't have killed her. So, there you go. All meaning lost. And that's why the scene has... It's a good scene. Like, it hits really hard because you assume because she's a security node that it's different. So it hits really hard in the first time playthrough. It's well put together. But in hindsight, it's very... It loses all its impact. Well done. That was our security node. I've located the source of your friend's radio signal was coming from under the raceway. Warning, you're now leaving the vanity coverage zone. Cool. But what makes it even sadder is this. It gets even sadder because, like, it's very well executed. Like, it's not a fault of the game to make that not mean much in hindsight, because you're not supposed to play through it multiple times. It's supposed to be a one-through experience, so it's not really a fault that it's like that. But they actually did it really, really well. Because this part is just depressing. Cassie legitimately thinks she just murdered Roxy. And she's in tears. Did the screen glitching out in the real world before that mean anything? Did it glitch out in the real world? I didn't even notice it did glitch out, so I assume not. It only glitched out in the AR world, as far as I saw. But if it did glitch out in the real world, I didn't even notice. I'm sorry, Cassie. Oh, man. Cassie is so well written, by the way. Cassie is got to be my favorite protagonist. Because she is very realistic. She got to a point of no return where she had to kill her favorite character. And she doesn't even know, because at this point she'd be suspicious too. She'd be hoping that it's Gregory, but after those lines, she's not that stupid. She's just... Her mind right now would be thinking, please, for the love of God, let this be Gregory. She'd feel like... She'd feel so horrible right now. And you can hear it in her tears. It's depressing. Oh yeah, it's... Hi, hole, Freddy. Alright. Ah, here we go. This is interesting. So, this is probably made by Tangle. This hole right here. Then again, there's a wire through here that connects to a light, so maybe it's not. Maybe it was made by Fazbear Entertainment. Because if it was by Tangle, they wouldn't have made a light down here. They wouldn't have let a light through here, so it wouldn't have been... Probably wouldn't have been then. Alright. Yeah, how many tunnels... Actually, how far down have we gone? So we've gone one layer down to the elevator room. 2 layers down because we've gone through the tunnel to get here. Continue going down. Yeah, that feels very FNAF world, right? Go like a few tunnels down and you enter a red lake. The FNAF world connections are real. Oh yeah, is it my flashlight about to crap itself? Pretty sure it is.
No! No. Come on! Stupid flashlights!
Cassie, you can't complain. Your flashlight has been running for like the entire game. Your flashlight had lasted way more than it needed to. You got lucky, Cassie. A Faz token. Now, I don't know how many of these there are, so I'm just going to walk around this area 1,000 times to get, like, a bunch of them. I'm probably going to still miss some, because I'm terrible at looking for these things. Like, this area looks really samey, so I can't really tell where I haven't been. Can I not get through here? I can't. Okay. Oh, the lag spike. It does not like the waterfall. Here's this. Can I go through this way, though? I can. Oh, that's the one I just got. Oh, damn it. That was... Oh, there's one right there. I can't tell what boxes these are. Is Freddy boxes? Faz token. Crazy. You ain't gonna believe what's in the next box, guys. You ain't gonna... you are gonna freak out when you find out what's in this next box. It's crazy. Have I been back here? I know there's heaps scattered around this area. I just don't know where they are. I wasn't kidding when I said I was going to walk around in circles. I'll go eat this lag spike 20 times over. Alright, I'll ignore it. How many do I have? 4? 4 is pretty good. This section is interesting, because this is... Oh no, this is just, yeah, never mind, I know what this is. Like a storage room. Oh, here we go, you guys aren't gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it, guys. It's crazy. It's a Faz token! Oh man, y'all just aren't ready for the next one either. Y'all are not ready for this. Y'all are not ready. That's right. You guessed it. It's a Faz token. How many do I have now? Whoa, I have like 6 of them. Candy Cadet!
I am a candy cadet. Come get your candy here. I have candy all day, every day. Candy, 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 candy.
Seeing this the first time was the most crazy thing ever. Because you knew you were going down to the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator location, but now you just got canon confirmation that Mike canonically bought Candy Cadet. Now, I don't know how many Faz tokens there are, but I know there's more over here, so I'm going to listen to his stories all in one go. I'm sorry, Calamity. Y'all aren't ready. Your ears are going to be even more blasted. I saved my voice for that one because I know there's something I want to scream out later. So I hope you're really ready for your ears to be blown later. Because I have something in mind that I'm saving my voice
Why are
for.
there burners everywhere? It's like the inside of an oven.
So yeah, now we're in the burn trap room. Another Faz token. I believe you only need 7, but I'm going to look for more anyway. Can't go through that way. Yeah, this is the room where you fight the burn trap boss, which is probably the Mimic. I mean, I thought it was a Mimic, so I screamed the Mimic when I saw him. When I was playing the original Scooter Reach. Just alerted your wife. Yeah, well, your wife needs to know. Comic page 8. What is that supposed to be? The Mimic! Entangle. So I've got 1 to 8 comic pages. That's great. I believe that's everything. Because if you go down through that door, then you get stuck behind there. I think that's all. Let's listen to some stories. Now, Candy Cadet's actually been really mean to me in Pizza Sim. Because I've actually done several runs of the entire game just to spam Candy Cadet stories. I have never gotten a single story from him. And also, I've seen several Let's Plays, and I've actually also never seen anyone actually get a story from him. I'm wondering if the candy... I'm actually not sure. I'm pretty sure they're used, but it wouldn't surprise me if someone told me, oh, they were data mined. You don't actually get them in the game, because I've never seen anyone get them. Alright, I need to stay hydrated. What you got for us?
Now I will tell you a story about a mother and a little boy who lived alone in a cabin in the dark woods. There was a monster in the woods, but the mother caught it and kept it locked in the basement. The monster always made scary noises at night, but the mother would tell the boy not to worry because it could never get out. Then she would sing the boy a lullaby to sleep. One day, the monster stopped growling and instead listened and learned the lullaby. The next day when Mother went out to find food, the monster sang the lullaby from the basement. The little boy heard the lullaby and opened the door.
So yep, that's Candy Cadet, everyone. Telling us a nice bedtime story. Very, very obviously, lack of hydration will kill you before the endoskeleton basement. Make sure you hydrate. Exactly, exactly. So yeah, that's very, very obviously paralleling the story of Ruin. Which is also describes the story of Halt Wanted. Funny enough, the stories actually parallel each other pretty well. Either way though, it doesn't have much meaning aside from telling you what's about to happen. If you didn't already know what was going to happen, because it's pretty obvious, then you get Candy Cadet outright telling you, hey, have fun. You're, that's not Gregor. Whoa, no way. Whoa, no way. The puzzle that I've done 20 times. Crazy, I've never seen this one before. Nah, that's fine. I don't mind these puzzles, they're alright. The last one's especially great. You gotta wonder about Candy Cadet stories sometimes, though. I'm sure, like, Candy Cadet really knows when to tell these stories. He might not know everything. It might just be coincidence, but... you never know. Candy Cadet is interesting. Candy Cadet is great. But you're going to go for the elevator ending or the scooper ending? If you've seen, you've been in all my streams, you know what ending I'm going for. There's only one ending you can go for, with what I've done. I'm not doing Brazil ending, actually. Yeah, that is a good question. I'm not doing the Brazil ending, because that one's silly. Mexus. Guys, don't spell Mexus backwards. It's the worst. Don't spell Mexus backwards. It's the worst mistake of my life. I'm in trauma. Alright, now, you can't see it because it's really hard to get on an angle where you can see it. But this backpack has Gregory's name tag at the bottom. Like, I can see the name tag, but actually reading it is really difficult. So, but just take my word for it. That little tape at the bottom says Gregory on it. Or... Calamity, did you do it? You said, oh god damn it, what did you do? Calamity, don't tell me. Don't tell me you did it. Security protocols deactivated. Sure you wish to continue? Absolutely. Absolutely. We don't do security around here. Oh my god. Funny rabbit. Oh my god, funny bunny. Silly bunny.
Gregory! Are you in there?
The stupid door won't open.
Well, it looks like someone poured concrete over the door. How am I supposed to get rid of concrete?
You eat the concrete, Cassie. Obvious solution. Anyway. I love Mexus. Mexus's design is so good. I love it. And that cutscene specifically, he looked so silly in that cutscene. He's great. I love him. Alright. Oh, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing that for? Oh, right, I had to get out of... Oh, I was in the AR world. Whoops. I didn't even notice I was in the AR world. Alright. Now, what could this thing do? I do wonder. Yeah, consume the concrete. Gamer Tunic gets it. Do we have any other concrete eaters in chat? Oh.
Gregory, you okay?
Now that forklift is a certified concrete eater if I've ever seen one. Completely demolished the concrete. Damn. It knew what it was doing.
You saved me. You saved me.
Gregory? I'm Gregory.
Ugh.
You're not Gregory. What are you?
I'm Gregory.
The Mimic! Sorry. And Roxy's back.
Cassie, can you hear me?
Gregory? Is that really you? I mean, really you.
I've been trying to reach you all night. I'm not at the pizza place. Something's trying to trick you.
You're a bit late. This thing in the basement sounds just like you. How do I know this is you for real?
Is there another option? You need to get out of there now.
How?
My friend has access to the building maps. Just follow his instructions.
Sorry guys, it's an obligation.
Go right.
I have to scream every time I see him.
It's right behind you.
Crazy.
Keep going.
I distinctly remember this sequence being way easier than it should be.
Right. Hurry. Almost there.
Alright. This music kind of slaps though. Alright, let's do it. Oh, the music gone away. The Mimic! Sorry. Habit. And there it is. Actually, no, it isn't. Wait, there's no wires coming out of it. Wait, the part that was gashed out at the bottom of its chest, where normally there's heaps of wires and stuff coming out of it. There wasn't. The wires weren't there. The head wasn't through the mouth. I was about to say something. I was about to say something interesting about that section because about my theory on that ending, something different that people haven't really thought of. And that just, after realizing that little detail, that's definitely, that's confirmed it, I think. Alright, so I think normally the credits should play, right? Are my credits invisible? Anyway. So. Here's the thing with the that scooper. So that's the scooper, right? So, everyone says that it scoops the endo out, as you'd assume, but there is one little thing people get wrong. A lot of people will say that that killed the Mimic. But every single time the scooper has ever been used on anything, it's injected it with Remnant and buffed it. It has never killed anything. Everything that's been hit with the scooper has only ever gotten stronger. That ending didn't kill the mimic, it made it stronger. I don't know which ending between the elevator ending or this ending is the canon one. I think it could go either way. But, yeah. So the elevator ending, I can't actually get the elevator ending now. So once you get all the secret cameras to be able to access the scooper ending, you literally cannot get the elevator ending anymore. So I can't show it, but you'll find that pretty easily. But the elevator ending is basically, you didn't get all the secret cameras, and instead you run to an elevator, and then the mimic kind of breaks a piece of the elevator, and then it closes on him, he takes off his arm, and then you speak to Gregory, and Gregory confirms a few things lore-wise, and then he kills your ass. He drops the elevator, except it's probably not Gregory, it was probably the mimic, because you even see, like, before you enter the elevator, you see the thing powering the elevator in front of it, so the mimic had easy access to turn it off. So the mimic is most likely who actually dropped it, but it sounds like Gregory dropped it. But the most interesting part of the elevator ending is that once it drops, you then get a thing at the end where Roxy says Cassie's name. Which is weird, because that ending should have killed both Roxy and Cassie, because the mimic kills Roxy, and the elevator drop should have killed Cassie. So both should be dead at that point. So I wonder, like, that seems to imply that that they survived in some way. Be it maybe I don't know. In some way they survived and they're going to do something with Cassie later on. Maybe when they dropped into another area of the Pizzaplex that they could explore later on. That's generally the ending people believe is the canon one, because it does have that post-credit scene that seems to imply something else is going to happen. But that ending, the scooper ending, is also an interesting one, because as I said, the mimic gets stronger after that. Both of them could be followed up on. And the thing with Five Nights at Freddy's is that with the normal ending, like, what was I gonna say? Sorry, my train of thought's really difficult. It's really hard to keep a train of thought for me sometimes. But with Five Nights at Freddy's, just because one ending looks like the real ending, it definitely doesn't mean it is the real ending. Like, remember Security Breach, the ending called the true ending burn trap in the game files. Hey, you'd think true ending, that's the ending that happens, but it wasn't. It was the savior ending that destroyed Glitch Trap. That was the ending that actually happens. So, I believe here they could go either way. It looks like the elevator ending's the one that's going to go with, because that's the one where there's a post-credit scene implying something else is going to happen with Cassie. But at the same time, it's already happened in this game where they've done that, and it's been the other ending. They've already done that in this game, so they could do it again. And you can definitely follow up the scooper ending, because the mimic literally gets stronger from it. So they could follow up either one, so I don't really know which one the canon one is. All I can say is that the Brazil ending is probably not the canon one. The Brazil ending's too silly. The Brazil ending, if you don't know, is basically you go to the ending, you find a secret path, you find a Fredbear cutout, you put on a mask, and then you, in the AR world, give yourself a safe place, but the mimic is right there. You're basically trapped in this little hole where you're safe, but now you're stuck there. There's nothing Cassie can do. She's gonna die from starvation or something while she's down there. It's a slow... It's not really safety, it's copium until she dies. That ending could also be the real one too, like, by the way. Like, there's nothing saying she doesn't do that. Like, as I've seen a video with MatPat, where he did an actual in real life horror thing. He actually does a few of those. But I remember specifically he did Five Nights at Candy's in real life. And he made a really dumb decision to hide in the corner instead of run away, because he was too afraid to think logically. So, because of that, it's really, in my opinion, it's not far-fetched to say that Cassie could have just missed Gregory's instructions or something because she wasn't thinking or paying attention too much because she was too busy panicking. If any of those three endings could be the real ending, and there's no real way to tell which one at this point in time. All I know is pretty much every single ending tells us it's going to follow up with something. Like, none of these are definitive endings. So, this game was definitely not made with the intention to be the last game. Which, if that was already kind of obvious, but still. I wanted to talk about that sort of thing, because that was interesting. The ending's really interesting me. One other thing that's interesting me. Did I get all the collectibles? Oh, god damn it. Not even close. I missed like 3 chapters worth of collectibles. Oh well. I'm not going to worry about that. I can't get 100% anyways, because Glamrock Bonnie didn't work. So, you can look that up. But, yeah, if you get all the caution bots, what's supposed to happen is you're able to see Glamrock Bonnie. Unfortunately, the game's still bugged, and you can't, so... Oh well. So, what am I going to do after this? Because this is the last mainline game until Help Wanted 2. Actually, yeah, let's talk about Help Wanted 2. I've got plenty of time. Help Wanted 2 looks really good, and I think that game is going to focus on, like, aside from the obvious, it's going to have sister location in it. Like, I think it's also going to have a few other, going to be a few more mixed ones. Like, remember in Help Wanted, you had the, what was it, the Night Terrors levels, where it had the sister location animatronics in the Final Freddy's 4 rooms. I think there can be a lot more of that in the Help Wanted 2, because sister location's entertainment and rental is connected to everything. Like, it's kind of nuts. Like, you can easily connect basically everything to Circus Baby's entertainment and rental. So if they have that as a core location, then yeah, it's, you could put anything in there. And remember these VR games are made by Fazbear Entertainment to cover up something that actually happened. Like Help Wanted, and as well as all the fictional games mentioned in Tales of the Pizzaplex, are all made to say, hey, the things you've been hearing have actually just been from a game. They never actually happened. They did, but Fazbear Entertainment are trying to pretend it didn't, and that's what the games are for. But, yeah. So, Help Wanted 2 is likely also, everything in that's likely also happened. And one thing I'm also really excited to see is the carousel. So, people who are watching this have probably already seen what the carousel is at this point. And it's really interesting, because that's a place in... What was it? The original Pizzaplex. Like, in the books, Tales from the Pizzaplex, you get a lot of descriptions of Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex that don't align right with the games. And something that's brought up a few times is how many times this carousel breaks down and needs to be fixed up. It's very interesting that they've taken that and taken a minor thing from the books. Like, not even a major plot point, it's a minor detail. And they've turned that into a level in Help Wanted 2. And not only that, but that also then brings over more novel elements into the games, which I love. Because, hey, I'm a Tales games believer at the moment. Whether that's actually right, whether the Tales games is actually correct or not, I don't know. But as a Tales game believer, I very much like it when the games tell us, hey, more Tales from the Pizzaplex stuff actually happened. Because now we know that the carousel gets repaired is a legitimate thing they do. In the games now. It's straight up in the games now, so that's great. I'm hoping to see more of the Tales from Pizzaplex stuff in it. I also have a few other really wacky theories that I'm not 100% sure about. But my big wacky theory that has no... Okay, this is my wackiest theory I wanted to. You all remember FNAF World? Have you seen the amount of FNAF World references that have been in Security Breach, Security Breach Ruin? I don't think they're stopping here. I think we're going to get more FNAF World in Help Wanted 2. And I don't mean literally FNAF World itself, I mean more references to things that happened in FNAF World. Like, more parallels or things brought over, because obviously FNAF World doesn't really happen in the grand scheme of things, right? Like, all these animatronics, like, these RPG game mechanics aren't happening. Freddy isn't throwing pizzas at people. Chica isn't healing characters with cupcakes. Like, obviously the FNAF World isn't actually happening. But elements from that game are starting to be brought over. Not because they actually have a connection, but because it's an ideas pool that they can pull from. So I think more ideas from FNAF World are going to be brought over to Help Wanted 2 as well as future games. So, yeah, I think something they could do with that. I had a really dumb theory. This is the way the dumb part comes in. Remember Desk Man? The main debate about Desk Man is that, does he represent Scott Cawthorn or Henry Emily? That's the main debate here. Because Desk Guy in FNAF World is a game developer. He makes all the games you play in the Halloween section of FNAF World. But then he says he's created Circus Baby. He's created Baby. And you can't deactivate Baby. And then he kills himself. Or Baby kills him. I don't know. One of the two. He dies in some way. Just there. Either killing himself or Baby doing it. And then you get the teaser for Sister Location. Regardless, everything we know about Deskman doesn't really align with what we know about either possibilities. So here's my really big crackpot theory. Deskman is one of the developers working on whatever Help Wanted 2 is in World. So if Help Wanted 2 in World, let's just say, for example, is the Fazbear Virtual Experience 2 for the sake of it, I believe he's going to be a developer working on that. And the baby he's referring to isn't the literal Circus Baby, it's the virtual recreation of Circus Baby. And I think we're going to have a really buggy, messed up version of Baby in Help Wanted 2. Well, not that I think that's what's going to happen. That's just the dumbest theory I've got that could happen, that I thought would be a fun one to share. Just to throw ideas into the pool. Because obviously we don't really know anything about Help Wanted 2. Also, as a wish list sort of thing, one thing I would really like to see is, instead of a prize counter, I would like to see Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator's Tycoon as the prize counter. So, you do the missions, you unlock things, and then those things that you unlock get put in a pizzeria that gets filled out. I think that would be really cool. And then you could even do something crazy, like make it be the reveal the design of a pizzeria we know of, but haven't seen properly. Like, maybe you collect all these items, and then, boom, you get revealed, hey, that's Fredbear's, or, hey, that's Circus Baby's Pizza World, or maybe it's a different Freddy's location or something, I don't know. But I think it could be really interesting to tell us, hey, hey, maybe it's Chica's Party World. I think that the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator Tycoon section, I want Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator in Help Wanted 2 in some way, but the Tycoon doesn't really fit as a minigame. So I think the best way to adapt that would be to make it the prize counter and make the pizzeria like some location to finally give us a design of something. And I think I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's my big wish list item. I think could be really cool. And what else do I want to say? I think this is going to be the end of the stream pretty much. Oh yeah, what I'm going to do after this. So since I've now played all the mainline Five Nights at Freddy's games, I think the next thing to move on to is my list of fan games. In fact, I'll show off my list of fan games. I could probably show that off. I have a lot of fan games. So let's just exit this real quick. And then I'll turn on display capture. Just to show you... oh, hang on. The Five Nights at Freddy's folder. Let's full screen that so you don't see anything crazy. Display capture. Move my head out of the way. I have folders of them. I have folders of these things. Some sorted, some not. And so, yeah. The ones I'm going to play, I'm going to focus on these ones. The ones in the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative. Because these ones are semi-official. I mean, not these ones that are here, because the actual Fanverse games haven't been released yet. But I thought about playing these ones first, and I'm most excited for the Joy of Creation. Because I don't know anything about the Joy of Creation, so this is likely going to be the one I'm going to play next time. Joy of Creation Story Mode. Because I literally don't know anything about it. Somehow I've avoided everything about this game. Like, I've at least seen gameplay of One Night at Flumpty's to know what it is. I haven't played it, but I know what it is. I've played both Pop Goes and Candies. So you won't get a first-time genuine reaction from me here. But the Joy of Creation, blank. You'll get full, genuine first-time reactions if I play this. Also, because of, like, of all the things, I'm really hyped up for the Ignited Collection. So this is definitely going to be what I'm going to play next time. So, yeah, tune in next time for the Joy of Creation Story Mode, which should be interesting. Oh yeah, also I haven't played Candies 3. I did play Candies 3, but only for a little bit. It didn't really pique my interest as much. So, that one will also be mostly first-time experience as well. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave this. I'm just going to leave this off saying, yeah, thanks for joining the stream. I'll see you next time for another play.